If you're looking to buy the Season Pass or Eververse items, check out AOA.com for Destiny 2 Silver, 30 to 50% off. Link in the description down below. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Chronicles here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Destiny 2 Weekly Reset for August 3rd, 2021. Alright, so first and foremost, taking a look at the calendar, you can see that Solstice of Heroes is obviously over. The last week to do it was last week. If you missed stuff, you're gonna have to wait till next year to get some of that stuff again. On top of that, Iron Banner is going on this week, the last Iron Banner of the current seasons. If you want to get anything that is locked to this season, or if you wanted to get Pinnacles or whatever, it is available. As well as Increased Valor, which is usually double during the week, triple during the weekend, but I think they said something about changing that and just making it consistent. And finally, next week, August 10th, is going to be the last story-based stuff. I assume this Splicer season is going to come to an end, but obviously that is not the end of the actual season. You can see here we actually have 3 weeks left in the season and not 2 weeks. Likewise, all of the Grandmasters are now unlocked, so if you're looking to do any of the Grandmasters, you can now do it and get your Conqueror Seal. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no. I'm good. Moving on, let's go ahead and get into it. For the Nightfall this week, it's gonna be the Glassway. Of course, it's the Glassway. Okay, the Glassway is one of the harder Grandmaster strikes, but after getting the freezing stasis turret with the Warlock thing, it is a lot easier than it used to be. And last week was supposed to be the Fusion Rifle, but it was instead the 3 ones from last season, and I literally never saw Plug 1 drop last time. I did a bunch of Grandmasters, so I'm not exactly sure what this week is supposed to be. The rotation should have it as a Scout Rifle, but may end up being all of those previous weapons again. Might end up being the Fusion Rifle. I don't know. For 100k, I would go for Legend. Hero might be possible, but it's also a longer strike. I would go with Legend. The Vanguard strike burn this week is going to be Arc Cinch. And again, big note here, Grandmasters, they're all unlocked. I mentioned this, but they're all unlocked. Go get them. The rotating Crucible playlist is going to be Mayhem. Mayhem is a lot of fun, lots of supers, lots of heavies, lots of everything. It is a big fun time, and of course, we have Iron Banner, which is Pinnacle Reward, 6v6 control, level advantages for your gear score enabled, blah, blah, blah. And real quick, just wanted to go over the different solid and available bounties. If you don't know, he picks 4 out of 7 different kinds of bounties, and it does affect whether you can do things quickly or slowly. First one is defeating opponents while assisted by a teammate. Next one is capturing zones, and then of course capturing extra zones with teammates. Defeating enemies while having zone advantage, and then defeating opponents, and then more progress for higher level opponents. I would definitely say this is one of the easier weeks. As long as there's not the ability one, I'm usually good. And again, big reminder here is that every single one of these engrams will drop as a high stat roll. Okay, get a class item. Will drop as a high stat roll, including, you know, all of the armor pieces that ever drop here. So if you want to get some high stats, I would go for Iron Banner tokens. That's where the good stuff is. That was like a bad example, but you can get 64, 65s. It's fairly easy. On top of all the weapons, which also drop from here, like that one, which is not very good. Up next, we have Europa. For the Empire Hunt, we have the Warrior, which pretty easy. I would say this is one of the easier ones for Empire Hunts. And then for the Simulation, we have Agility, which I believe is going to be the one where there's boxes and you have to run inside outside, but I can't remember. Up next, we have the DSC Raid Challenge. It's going to be copies of copies. Taking place in the second encounter. This is going to be the one with 8 tracks. And in this encounter, do not get rid of the debuff that you get from her copies. You just kind of have to juggle it until you kill her. Or you could just be a Titan and kill her in one phase. For the Vault of Glass Challenge this week, we have Out of Its Way. Taking place in the third encounter, which is going to be the Templar encounter where you actually kill the Templar. And in this encounter, just make sure you block every single teleport. This one's pretty straightforward. Most people do this anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot I had Solstice packages. I guess I never opened them, huh? Up next, let's take a look at Banshee's inventory and his possible weapons. Right, so I took a look at all of these, and only one of them really stands out, and really not that much. They really need to change his different possible weapons next season, because a lot of these are quite lame. First and foremost, we have the Cold Denial. Feeding Frenzy, sympathetic, and some stability, not really what you're looking for on this item. The Toil and Trouble, probably the best on available today, because it has quite a PvE setup. Assault Mag, Field Prep, Auto Loading is pretty much the best PvE you can get with this item, but there's no damage perk, so it's a bit concerning. This one can never get really a good damage perk. The Stochastic Variable actually has 3 options for magazine. It's okay in a lot of different ways. Probably attractive if you like SMGs, but I'm not personally a big fan. PLEIADES Corrector, again, not really that great of perks. Handling, all that stuff is like whatever. We have an aggressive frame, Bad Omens. It has autoloading, but nothing else that's really that great. And then finally, the memory interdict's really not anything to be happy about. Up next, let's check out Eververse's store. Wow, so fancy. Splish Splash! Taking a bath? Put on your wellies and splash around? Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, put massive boots on top of your big boots. The Bright Dust purchases. Yes, first and foremost, we have the CANOPUS shell. Yeah, it's a very interesting ghost shell to be fair, but you just don't have that many interactions with actual ghost shells in this game. I don't really care. Joke Bang, which is just exactly what you think. You shoot out a little flag, blah, blah, blah. You got some ghost projections, pretty straightforward. You got the Seven Sisters ornament, in case this is something you're interested in. Not bad. Definitely a lot of silver and chrome and stuff, which is kind of nice. For the other Bright Dust section, first up, we have the Read the Map, which you're just looking at a map. We have the COSMOS STARLING, which is a sparrow with actually a red outtake. Didn't expect that one. We have this ship here, which is very, how should I put this? Unique looking, kind of like it's a bomber ship. We have, ooh, Titan Universal Ornaments, so it's going to be chess piece for whatever class you're currently on. I'm on my Titan, so I see the Titan one. We have the Sassy Hair Flip emote, which, honestly, this is so me. This is like so me. We have an ornament for duality, in case you wanted to make it look a little bit different than the regular ornament or the regular style, which is not the best ornament for it. I wish I could actually preview how it shades, but not bad, actually. Interesting. We have a ghost projection, pretty straightforward. We got TRANSMAT effects that make you... By the way, isn't this like the biblically accurate angel? By the way, if you want to get freaked out, look up biblically accurate angels, and they look like that little spinny thing, or that like just a mess of wings. I'm now just realizing that. We got the Reef Shimmer. We got the Cabal Arrival. We got the NEOPOP Wave, probably the most visually assaulting shader that we've ever received. The Royal Welcome, which, as stipulated, takes a little bit. The Royal Welcome, which looks kind of like this. Not my personal favorite, of course. Melchizedek Bramble, which again, how else would you say this name? Melchizedek Bramble. That's how I pronounce it. Looks pretty good on certain weapons. It has a nice dark plus a little bit of purple on it. Definitely like it on a lot of things. And finally, Smashing Success. This is literally the Hulk's special colors. If you want to make yourself look like a Hulk, that's why it's smashing. And finally, Hawthorne's inventory, showing off our weekly raid challenge for the Last Wish raid, which is going to be Witch Witch. I believe Witch Witch is second encounter with Shirachi. Just don't get hit by her regular ball attack. You can get hit by everything else, but not her regular ball attack. This one's weird, has weird AoE on it. I mean, I might as well. I mean, getting some free items here to put in my postmaster. Why not? Give it some company. That's gonna be the end of it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments below any questions, concerns. Make sure you come check out my live streams that I have on twitch.tv/DikeChronic, link in the description down below. Oftentimes playing Destiny 2, open lobbies, Master Vaults of Glass, Grandmaster Nightfalls. Come join us. We have a lot of fun. And of course, a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon. A big thank you to Maddie Buju, Mom Dak, Darcy Strange, Joe Smith, Mondays, Debakmas, Raymond Shonen, Panther, Casey Reagan for their support on Patreon. And I'll see you guys on the next one.